Hey guys, this is going to be an exciting video, so stay tuned. So I've always wanted a Model X, but I could never justify the price tag. Even at $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, it just never made any sense. But I still wanted a Tesla, and so that's where I began my journey with a Tesla Model 3, and then a Tesla Model Y, and then a brief short period with a Tesla Model S. I bought them, I drove them, and then of course I sold them to upgrade to experience another Tesla model back to back. And then that left me with one Tesla to try and then of course buy. And that was the Tesla Model X. And through these crazy times and prices going up, it still just didn't make any sense, and it probably still doesn't. I started searching for a used one, refresh model, inquiring with tons of private sellers and dealers, and then I finally landed on a 2022 Tesla Model X. And of course, as promised, you've been following the streams in the channel, I'm here to share with you my experience, my buying process, and how much I paid. But first, let me show you my buying experience. I think I found the vehicle that I want to get. What I've been doing, my strategy for used cars, because I can't buy a new one, unfortunately. I've been banned. And so what I've been doing is I've been going out there, testing the market, technically lowballing, I guess, so to speak. So I've been going out there, seeing what wholesale value is, and then I lowball those people at a couple $1,000s above wholesale, because private sellers, I specifically go after private sellers because private sellers only have two options. I mentioned this in the channel too, because private sellers can only sell to you, another private buyer, or a wholesaler, and they're kind of locked into that situation. And vehicles in this price range, like even the Model 3, Model Y, like not everybody can get that much finance or even purchase. And so I think I found one. He's kind of countered me at a couple $1,000s more than I was at. And so I think it's a pretty fair deal considering the options he has. So now, of course, shout out to Labor Credit Union that I recommend so much on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and apply onto their website and kind of see, what the process is. I have never done a loan through them, but I'm going to apply on their website, go through the whole steps, like go through all this. Of course, I am eligible for an application, so I'm gonna apply, put in the information on the vehicle. And as we go through this step, I'll kind of give you some more insight on how much the vehicle is. But no, actually, I think I'll have to save that to the end of the vehicle after we take delivery and all that stuff, because I don't want to kind of give away too much. If we're approved, if we take delivery, of course, I'm going to show you the vehicle, and then after we take delivery, we'll go into all the details. So let me jump on the computer, let me fill out the application, and then I guess we'll see what happens. So we just went through the application. You have to, of course, put in your information, how much loan you want, the type of vehicle, including the VIN. You then go into applicants, like who's actually taking the loan, and then of course you go through and hit finish. We're right at the terms of service section, so I'm gonna hit accept. So it's the next morning. We just applied for the loan last night. And like I say in the videos, you gotta call credit unions every single day to follow up. Don't let them follow up with you. So I called, waited on hold for like 30 minutes, but they're getting swamped. Like, it's the last week of the month, last week of the quarter, it's Christmas, it's holidays. So I called them, followed up. They said they got my application, they're gonna review it, and then they'll call me back, hopefully later today, to see what happens. But well, fingers crossed, we'll see. This is definitely probably the more expensive finance vehicles I've ever done. Leasing, a different story, but let's just see what happens, fingers crossed. So you know me, I'm always looking for new and interesting ways to finance certain vehicles. So this is where I actually stumbled upon a site called Tenet. They actually do a creative way for financing EVs, and they really focus on electric vehicles, including Tesla. And what's really cool is they understand EVs a little bit differently, and they basically allow you to finance a portion of the vehicle throughout the years and then have like a payoff at the end. I'm gonna do an application with them at the same time to see kind of what is the difference with Tenet versus going through like a normal credit union. So just like that, we put in a loan application, so we'll see what they say in the next few hours. Okay. Yeah, I can send that right away, no problem. All right, cool. Thanks so much. All right, bye. All right, so I just got off the phone with Labor, and it's okay. It makes sense. I mean, the price of the vehicle is a little bit higher than what I've financed before in the past, so I do have to send them some more documents like pay stub and some other stuff. And so be prepared for this. It's perfectly part of normal, and I think this is what's going to be happening a lot more in the next year as banks and everything start to tighten up a little bit more with lending and things like that. So I'm going to send it to them tonight. It's actually pretty late already, especially on the East Coast side, because Labor is on the East Coast. So So I'm gonna send it to them and then hopefully we get an answer tomorrow. All right, see you guys.
2 days later.
All right, so it's been 2 days since I applied so far, and I just got the call at 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific, which is actually like 6 o'clock on Eastern time for labor. So they're working extra hard to get all these applications filled out and completed, but they approved my loan, so we're good to go. So now I just need to fill out like a bunch of different paperwork, including bill of sale. So I gotta send them insurance, a payoff from the seller for the vehicle that, because they have it financed as well. And then hopefully if we can get this turned around, they can issue the check tomorrow to the seller, and then I could maybe pick it up on Saturday. It's like we're getting close. This is phenomenal because we're getting close to the end of the year, and it's basically what, December 29th right now. And if we can turn this around in basically 3 to 4 days, that would be absolutely insane. So hopefully everything goes well in the next few days with the paperwork and sending it back and forth, and then maybe we'll have a new Tesla this weekend. All right guys, I'll check back with you in a little bit.
1 eternity later.
So it's a week later now, and my credit union just let me know that they mailed the check out. It's Tuesday, and the check's not supposed to arrive till tomorrow. They did overnight it from the East Coast. I got the tracking number of it, I got a copy of the check, and I sent it to the seller, but it seems like the seller needs to leave tomorrow for personal reasons. So he texted me saying that I could go pick up the car today on Tuesday. So of course we'll take a look at it really quickly. I don't imagine it can be anything wrong with it because it only has 150 miles on it. I'll show you guys everything I look at, and then when we come back I'll show you my whole process on everything I've done so far, all the steps I've taken, because I tell you guys in every single video, at least every single used shopping video, it is a used Tesla. I didn't buy a new one because I've been saying that the used market has been crashing, it has been correcting. So I'll show you exactly what steps I took to find the best possible deal on a Tesla. I should have thought this through. Like, we're taking delivery of a car at nighttime. Can't even see anything.
I don't know.
Whoops.
You got a flashlight?
No. We got that cell phone flashlight, but I mean, it should be okay. It only has 150 miles. It's like brand new.
I know, but if you left it outside, like trees.
Yeah, scratches,
other
saps.
cars.
All right, we're rolling up. Wish us luck, guys. All right, so first drive in the new Model X. I was like semi-excited, but now I'm like super excited. This is like sick. It definitely feels really nice to be back in a Tesla again. Back, because it just feels like Teslas just drive different, especially like this is like I think the mecca of Tesla vehicles, and I really feel like I'm gonna keep this vehicle for a long time because I've been building up to this. Like, I've had the Model 3, and then I had the Model Y, and then I had the Model S, and then now I have the Model X. So this is finally it. It also is a third row seater as well, so I mean, this just feels like really nice and stable. But thanks for all the support on the channel. Of course, after this is just like the delivery. We'll do some shots maybe tomorrow when it's actually daylight out, so you can see what it actually looks like. And then of course we'll go into how much I paid for this, but let's jump into tomorrow and we can see what this car actually looks like. All right, this is it. This is my brand new, or at least new to me, Tesla Model X. I finally completed Sexy, or Model S 3XY. It feels pretty cool to be able to say I've had all of them, and this is by far probably my most favorite one. It just makes the most sense. It's most efficient. It can carry the most people. We did get, it's good. Like, I originally wanted black with white interior. If you've been, following the channel, you know that I've never had a white interior Tesla just yet. And this, of course, is another black interior one. I think I'm going to keep this one for a little bit longer than usual, because usually I only keep my cars for like 6 months to maybe of a year. But I think this one just makes the most sense as a Tesla, unless of course the Tesla Cybertruck comes out a lot quicker than expected. In terms of what options we got pretty hooked up, okay? Like, typically I was looking at 5-seaters for a little bit just because I wasn't sure if we'd be able to get a 6-seater or a 7-seater, but this is what we got. It's a 2022 Tesla Model X. It's the gray with the black interior. It's got the 20-inch rims, which I really wanted. I didn't really want the 22s, but it's funny though. Of course, now after seeing the 22s and how big they are and actually really how nice they are, I don't know, but it's okay. 20-inch rims are better because it's a little bit more easier on the cost of the tires. We've got the black interior, which, you know, even though I want the white interior, I do know that black interior is a lot better for, you know, the durability of it. We do have 2 dogs, and so they're really going to tear this thing up, that's for sure. Jumping to the rear, you can see there's a good amount of space back here. Like, I really like it. It's, you know, it's good. We've already made trips to Home Depot and back with this thing, so we've been throwing stuff into the back, and our dogs come with on our road trips all the time, so they'll be in the middle. But 7-seat was pretty nice. Like, I almost opted for a 5-seat, but luckily we found a 7-seat, all within the same deal. And of course, there's gonna be a video on all of that, going through the payment of everything. But the craziest thing are these falcon wing doors. Like, I've never experienced them at all before, but this is nuts. Like, this really stands out. Like, I watched a couple of review videos, and they talked about how, you know, you have to get used to how much attention this could possibly bring, and it definitely stands out. You can see our dogs have been here already, so there's hair all over. Really liking the middle seat though, because I like how you can fold it down, put the dogs in the middle, and then if you need the extra space, then you can fold it down and load it in the back. So I really think 7-seat makes sense, unless of course you're using like baby seats or something like that. Then I could see how the 6-seat would make a ton more sense. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that. Probably my favorite feature of all is just getting into the car just like this, getting into the Model X, pushing on the brakes, and the door just closes automatically. That's by far my most favorite feature so far of the Model X. This has probably been talked about a ton on a lot of other videos, but this front windshield is massive. Like, you just getting in one, you're like, whoa, this is a huge piece of glass, that's for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching the channel, guys. Thanks for supporting the videos. It's been a dream of mine to get the Model X, so thank you all for all the support. We've completed sexy finally, at least until this Tesla Cybertruck actually comes out. We're gonna be doing all the usual stuff that I usually do to my Teslas, like ceramic, tinting, all that stuff. So definitely hit the subscribe and come along for the journey, because we're buying accessories for this too. So we'll see how we're gonna change it up a little bit. So I've literally gone to like every single site to shop. I went to eBay at some times to take a look at vehicles, Craigslist, cars.com, Auto Trader, but really the best 2 sites that I found was the most fruitful in finding vehicles was CarGurus and Facebook Marketplace. So you can see right here on CarGurus, I literally take the same strategy. I find what price I want, you know, what I want to pay for the certain vehicle, and I just lowball, keep sending offers out to a bunch of people. You can see right here on the left side, all these people that I've submitted messages to. There's definitely way more than that, especially when you factor in like the Auto Trader messages, the cars.com ones. eBay, not so much, just kind of taking a look at what to see what's out there. But Facebook has been very fruitful as well. I've sent a bunch of offers. There's tons of groups out there that have people selling their vehicles. Like this one right here is Tesla Buy and Sell. And this is the exact vehicle that I actually found, which has been on sale for at least 2 months now. And I definitely offered a lot lower than what they were looking for. He didn't really, entertain me at all for a little bit. And then finally he came back and started to negotiate. And then that's where we landed on a final price. And so this is the exact strategy I found. This is the, Model X that we just picked up. It has under 300 miles, only 150 miles. It's a 2022 Model X 7-seater black interior. And what I actually do is I go to websites like I've mentioned before, Car Buyer USA, which is a wholesaler site, better than Carvana, and definitely better than CarMax, and definitely better than Carvana. I take the same vehicle in here, I put in the exact mileage, and I see what's the wholesale value of the vehicle. So right now it's basically 95,000. I offered 95,000 actually for this vehicle, and he countered back at 98,000. Not right away. It took him a week or two to actually realize, he needed to sell it, and that's why I really go after. I only go after private party sellers, not dealership people, because I want to basically work with someone who can negotiate. So thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.